allá en Cupe Alto y lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! ¡Sí! Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba está presente, aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila.
Hello everyone, Charles Walhingford back again, and again this is another video I've been wanting to shoot for a long time and put out for you. I've actually wanted to shoot this video last year. Last year I was working at a cigar lounge. I was working at Dividus Annapolis. Dividus is a chain of cigar lounges throughout Maryland, and they're pretty good. They have a huge selection, and I'm happy to be a part of, I guess, that family. I didn't get to shoot the video last year because I actually quit because of things that were going on, other professional things that was going on in my life, and I was able to get rehired, and I'm working there currently. I'm an employee right now, and I want to talk to you about the things that I've learned, the things that I like, and the things I don't like working in a cigar lounge. The number one reason, well, the number two reasons. First, the number one reason why I worked in the cigar lounge, because I wanted to understand how the business works, because I want to open up my own cigar lounge one day. The other part is I will making these videos and giving this information to you. I'm not going to be talking out of my ass. I'm talking from pure experience and professional experience. So I hope that helps you out with sometimes you're wondering, where is he getting this information from? Well, most of the time I'm getting this information from industry knowledge. The other information is what I've read from other experts and my experience, of course. But let's go ahead and get into what I've learned working at a cigar lounge. So the first thing, if you want to have a good cigar lounge, and I didn't realize how important it was to have Padron in your cigar lounge. That is the top cigars that are sold in my cigar lounge. And if you don't have Padron, you won't. I won't say you can forget it, but you better have Arturo Fuente. And if you don't have Arturo Fuente or Padron, yes, forget it. And my cigar lounge has both. They have Arturo Fuente and Padron and La Flor Dominicana and whatever you can think of. It's only a small amount of cigars that they don't carry. And sometimes they just don't carry it right now. They might carry it later. Foundation, they carry that. Caldwell, they carry that. Tatuaje, they have a really fine selection, and I'm happy to point customers in that direction. So let's go to what I don't like. I want to start with that first so I can end on a high note with what I do like. What I don't like, I don't know if these are in order, but I'm going to hit this one first. Selling infused cigars, flavored cigars. Tatiana, what is that? Acid. Why didn't I think of acid? Acid is, like I said before, with Padron and Arturo Fuente. Here's the reality. Acid. Oh, you gotta have acid in your cigar lounge. People love acid. They do. This is just pure, just observation. I have never, ever pointed somebody and said, you gotta try that cigar. Never have I ever said that to anybody about an acid. And I've sold many acid cigars. Like, hey, where are your acids? They're right there. Oh, great. You have this and that. Yeah, we do. But it's the reality. People love acid cigars, so we sell them. What do I say? What can I say? The second thing is customers sometimes they lose their grasp of reality, or what I could say the best way to describe it is they are having a miniature party that day. Anytime you go to a cigar lounge, anytime you have a cigar, it's a celebration. Maybe it's a small celebration, maybe it's a big celebration, but it's a celebration. And that's their little party in their cigar lounge. Sometimes they lose track of the fact that I'm not part of their party. I have some rules and procedures that I have to abide by that was laid down to me that I must carry out, and they get mad at me because I'm carrying them out, messing up their party. Guys, they're not my rules. It's not my cigar lounge, and they're for the betterment of the cigar lounge. I definitely believe that. I can stand by pretty much every rule they have in there. So I don't care for that part. It's not a big thing. It's not something that's going to make me upset. It's just like, oh, I don't really like doing this part. Now, what's worse than that? I don't like the pay. Now, listen to what I'm saying about this. These are all things I don't like, but these are things that the good far outweighs the bad, and the pay, unfortunately, isn't that good. However, I understand. I understand why I get paid what I get paid. I understand the industry. Being in the cigar lounge, I completely understand why I would get paid the money I get paid. I understand it. And I work part-time. I don't work full-time. I would like to work full-time. That's why I say I don't care for the pay, because I can't do it full-time. So that was 3. I have 4. And the last one is, this is what I dislike about working in the cigar lounge the most. And like I said, all the things I don't like, I get over. They're not a deal breaker or anything like that. But what I dislike the most, or which is the biggest challenge of my job, is I work in a cigar lounge. I love cigars. The temptation. Oh, every day I'm fighting to keep from buying more cigars. It is an absolute fight. It is a true test of intestinal fortitude not to go in there and buy a couple cigars every time I work. Every time I work, I'm fighting, because when I'm helping that customer, I want to know what all these cigars taste like. We have such a large assortment of cigars that it's almost impossible to have everyone, but we also have some stuff that's really good, or some stuff that I always wanted to try. Some of the things that you suggested to me, there it is right there in front of my face. I can't afford to buy a new cigar every time, or a lot of cigars every time. And plus, I do things big. I don't buy 1 or 2. I buy 5. I buy boxes. And if I can't buy a 5 or a box, I can't do it, but I want to do it. I just want to try it. And that's the fight. And that's what I dislike the most. So if you look at it that way, it's not that bad. And what makes it worse, which actually goes into the things that I like, what makes it worse, and I talked about the pay, what makes it worse is the employee discount. I get an employee discount. So a lot of times I would tell you guys, yeah, I wouldn't pay retail price for it, because I don't. And that's why I buy more. And that's why I recently bought, if you look at the video I recently put out about my review of the Arturo Fuente Opus X 20th anniversary, I said I wouldn't buy this again at this price, because I didn't, and I bought some more. The employee discount is great. And along with employee discount, and buying new cigars, I get free cigars. I get free cigars every time we have training. I get free cigars every time we have one of the reps from the companies come in. And I get free cigars. What I'm smoking right now is a cigar, the Lord Baltimore, what I get every time I work. We get a Castro Brothers cigar every time. Castro Brothers actually own Dividus. So every time I work, I get a free cigar or 2. And number 3 is, again, the purpose of me working there was not to get free cigars. It's not to pay. It is actually getting the knowledge of working in a cigar lounge, getting that knowledge, learning about the industry, learning about cigars. I want to be a real, true cigar aficionado and have no shit, real experience and the knowledge coming straight from the cigar industry. So I'm in the industry, so I'm learning a lot more than the average person would. I read books and I look at other YouTubers, but the information that I've learned by working in the industry, it's not comparable. You can't compare the two. So that's almost my favorite thing, or the thing I like the most about working in a cigar lounge. We're going to talk about the number one thing I like working in a cigar lounge right now, and that is just doing my job. Just doing my job exactly how it's supposed to be done. And that includes upselling you, making you spend more money than you want. When that takes place, everybody's happy. A lot of other industries where people work, when that customer leaves that facility, that store, what have you, and they spent more money than they expected, it's a bad day. When you spend more money than you expected with me, it's a good day. You're leaving happy. You spent more money than you expected and you're leaving happy. You're happy, I'm happy, and my employer's happy all at the same time. And that is just doing my part of the job here, is making people happy. And that's a wonderful thing for me. And a lot of times that doesn't happen with people where people work. And that's why I said I wish they paid me more so I can work there more and work here full time, because just doing my job is fantastic. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my top 4 reasons for working in a cigar lounge that I like. Top 4 reasons reasons why I don't like working in a cigar lounge, and I gave you a little bit of information on what's it like to work in a cigar lounge and what I've learned and everything else. So I hope you like this video. I hope you maybe think a little bit even higher of me. I know a lot of you already think high of me. I hope you think a little bit higher of me. And I would like to tell you that this Lower Baltimore Maduro is how I spent my money. But hey,